News Talk 760 WJR presents New Voices and Visions. Now, here's Jamie McCarthy.
It's Jamie McCarthy here on News Talk 760 WJR, WJR.com. New Voices and Visions. I'm freezing down here in Detroit, but I gotta love it because I'm standing outside the one and only Fillmore Theater, Alto Reed's All-Star Celebration, tonight with Mitch Ryder. Check it out. Martha Reeves, Mark Farner, Cowboy Troy, with, of course, Jeff Daniels, and a lot more. From what I understand, there might be a little secret. Kid Rock might be in the building, and Bob Seger as well. So guess what? I'm headed in. Alto Reed, Mitch Ryder, Mark Farner, and yes, Jeff Daniels. Let's see if we can find him. You won't believe who I've just found, but the one and the only Jeff Daniels. Mr. Daniels,
how are you,
very
sir?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
So tell me, we're here, Alto Reed has put together a huge event here, and pretty special considering everything that's happened in the last couple of years in Detroit, and suddenly, I don't know, I'm feeling a sense of hope, and when I see guys like you and your participation, it's pretty cool.
Well, there are many people that, to cut right to it, there are many people that lost their jobs, that were downsized and had no choice but to leave. Their homes foreclosed, they're gone. But for those of us who are able to stay, who are going to be here, damn it, no matter what, things like this, things like Alto Reed coming out and doing his Fillmore show every year, people taking pride in where they live, who they live with, who we are. This is all like a celebration of being from Detroit, being from Michigan, and we're going to be the people that are here as it bounces back. And you have to, once you hit bottom, and I think we hit bottom harder than any other state in the country, this is the bounce back up. And it's things like what Alto is doing that help change and turn around the spirit of losing to winning.
The one and the only Mitch Ryder. Welcome to News Talk 760 WJR, WJR.com. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. We're having fun. Everybody's having fun. For musicians and artists, that's what it's about. For the people, for the charity, they're having fun because they're getting help, and in turn they can help other people. So it's a positive experience. And I did an interview with one of the TV stations downstairs, and just made the remark that it's kind of like a continuation of Thanksgiving a little bit. It's kind of cool.
You wouldn't believe it. I'm here with Mark Farner, maybe one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Started with Grand Funk Railroad and has been brought in for a special mission by his friend Alto Reed. Welcome to Detroit.
Hey, I appreciate it. Good to be here, brother.
I want to talk about Detroit for a minute. And,
right on.
It's an amazing thing that's actually happening here tonight with Alto and Mitch and yourself.
Yes.
Jeff Daniels. I feel like I'm surrounded by, I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I'm surrounded by a whole lot of talent.
Right on.
It's very humbling. And watching you play licks earlier, and knowing I grew up with two older brothers that listened to Grand Funk Railroad all the time and all your stuff. So I know a good guitarist when I see and hear one, and to sit next to one as a musician and as a lover of music is it's a pretty amazing thing. First of all, what brought you to this event? Was it Alto and your love for Detroit?
Yeah, Alto got a hold of our agent, said, "Is Mark available?" And I was available, and I said, "Man, I'd love to come down and do this. Be with these boys in Detroit, man. Are you kidding me?"
What is it about? What is it do you think about Detroit and its music? Obviously, we know we make good cars here, but a lot of good music comes out of Detroit. What do you suppose it is? As somebody
I'll tell you
not
exactly,
from Detroit,
I'll tell you exactly what it is. The auto factories drew people from every damn state in this nation to our fair cities.
Yeah.
Flint, my fair city, Detroit, full of people from other states. You talk about a music pool to dip into. I mean, the diversity and the different talents that got pulled together and it just poured out of this state. It's because we got great people from every state in the nation. It's not just people that were born and raised here, but we got, my mother was from Leachville, Arkansas, and her whole family moved up. Grandpa Cotton, Uncle Woody, Uncle Brian, everybody played fiddle, banjo, guitar. My dad played saxophone.
I want to come to your house for Thanksgiving. It sounds like a good musical time.
Yeah, it was always a good musical time. Every Sunday, guaranteed.
Really?
Either sloppy joes or chicken and dumplings.
That's fantastic. I've just run into the one and the only Jill Jack. Probably, I don't know, what, 72 or 80 Detroit Music Awards for you?
No, 27.
All right, I mean, seriously, 27 Detroit Music Awards. Jill Jack is...
Let's not exaggerate.
No, well, 27 is pretty amazing. Jill is here tonight. Explain why you're here tonight. Actually, it's an amazing thing that we're doing. All of us. I've got Jeff Daniels, Alto Reed, Mitch Ryder. It's amazing that who's in this room right now. It's pretty exciting for me. It's even got to be exciting for you. You've been around a while and you've been doing your thing, but it's a pretty cool thing. And explain why you're here to our audience and what's so cool about what Alto's put together tonight.
Well, when they asked me, I was floored, and they kept adding more and more people, and I was just freaking out. So the energy in the stage is just incredible. We just been working all day and rehearsing, and everybody is on. And this is a lot of it is a dream come true, because even Mark Farner, man, I get to sing backup for him as well as did my own stuff. And I was like, I went up to him, I said, I used to sing in front of my mirror with like a brush and sing the harmony parts, and now I get to actually do it live with them. So it's great.
That's some serious like dream come true kind of night. And for you to be able to do your own stuff and then go up and sing back up for Mitch and Mark's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. And Alto, we'll be doing a couple. I mean, when they asked me to do backups too, and I'm like, could I? That'd be so huge. So we're having a great time. I mean, I'm so glad I said yes. I'm so glad I was available.
I'm so glad you said yes. It's always fun to see Jill Jack.
Good to see you, and you're
I'm a big
beautiful
fan.
too.
I'm a big fan of Jill Jack, and you know that we've been friends for a while on the we call the interweb. But one night we'll have to do a gig together.
We have to do a show together.
I'd love to do that.
All right. Cool.
I'm going to go out and watch you do some backups for Mitch.
Yeah, we got our butt shaking moves going.
You're gonna do a little shaky there for us.
We are.
That's
right?
amazing. That's how lucky. Look at this. It's Mitch Ryder right here.
She's letting me wear her sunglasses tonight.
How about that? Mitch Ryder and Jill Jack together doing a little thing on stage, and actually Mitch has got Jill's sunglasses on. So
He does.
the one and the only is you're the man of the hour. It's Alto Reed. It's your night. I'm happy and honored as hell to be standing next to you. And tell us about, you've organized this amazing thing. I know you put a ton of work into it. Talk about why and what this means for the city of Detroit. And by the way, thank you.
Well, you know, it's really not my night. This is Detroit's night, and it's musicians' night. And everybody that I called to come on board with this, from Mitch Ryder, Mark Farner, Jeff Daniels, Martha Reeves, Holland Diablos, Cowboy Troy, Julianne Ankley, Julianne of the Rogues, Jill Jack, Barb Payton, Motor City Horns, the Brothers Groove, Jimmy Bones, Craig Frost, Victoria Reed, Michael Brock. I mean, a long list right up to you, because I'm going to try to convince you to come up and do. Do you feel like doing a little rock and roll tonight?
I do.
Okay, we're gonna find a slot with you in a classic song, and I think you can probably figure out which one it's going to be.
If I could guess,
Tom Cruise.
Does Tom Cruise like the song?
Tom Cruise likes it.
I know it.
And I love Heidi Klum's version.
Oh my God, so do I. So let me ask you this. Sorry,
it's a big night, and it's really cool because, you know, Detroit with the economy. This is my hometown, and this is where I've watched it go up and down. And a lot of people don't understand how important the automotive industry is, and we are here to really remind people with the energy, the spirit that cannot be crushed in Detroit.
You talk about cars. Goodby Silverstein and Partners is in this very building, moving in, one of the biggest advertising agencies in the world. They're going to take 4 floors, the 8th through the 12th floor here. And so a lot of businesses are moving to Detroit, and things like this that you're doing for charity are kind of a sign of hope. Are we going to go back to the Detroit of pre-1963?
I think you see the big, our own version, the new version of the Big Three back, because a stool doesn't stand on one leg.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, Chevy, how big a part have they been of the industry here?
Huge.
Over the years.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see the Big Three still there. They've learned, I think, from the success of the foreign companies, and they've incorporated some great ideas. And I love all the new American products that are coming out. I think everybody's having a great time.
They are.
You know, it's a great way to rock and roll.
You're telling me. I've been sitting up here all night listening to what's going on down there, chatting with Mitch Ryder, Jeff Daniels, and Mark. Mark Farner has a brilliant.
Where do you hear him?
He's
at the
he's
sound
sitting
check
there
today,
riffing around, and I'm like,
I'm just
God,
kind of
that guy
standing
can
on
play
stage
guitar.
looking at him, thinking like, you know what? I got the best seat in the
You
house.
do. It really is an all-star team. So I just wanted to say, on behalf of everybody in the state of Michigan and Detroit, thank you.
We're doing it. Who else we need? Jamie McCarthy. Jamie McCarthy's son. Can help us out with some vocals. Who else we missing? Jimmy Bones, you want to say it a little bit?
Well, that's going to wrap it up. I'm standing outside the Fillmore in Detroit, just back of the loading dock here as the musicians take their things out. I got to tell you what a blast to be on stage with Mitch Ryder, Jeff Daniels, Alto Reed, and Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad. For me to interview them, for me to be on stage, for WJR.com to be there, what a blast. This is Jamie McCarthy saying, I'm tired, and I had a great time tonight on New Voices and Visions, WJR.com. Until then, we'll see you next time.
This has been New Voices and Visions. For more podcasts, visit WJR.com.